This morning, I would like to speak to you about one of the themes we're emphasizing all around the world this year, and that is the theme of breakthrough applications. But before I do, I'd just like to give you a quick update on InterSystems worldwide. This is a photograph of the staff from InterSystems that were attending our global summit this March in Orlando in Florida. A few years ago, this would have comprised the entire staff of InterSystems. We are growing substantially, and in fact, as Yomatsu-san mentioned, at the end of last year, there were almost 1,300 people working for InterSystems around the world. That number continues to grow, not quite at as rapid a pace as the last few years, but as our customers grow, as we enter new countries, InterSystems staff continues to grow. Our revenue picture is very consistent, and it's consistently increasing. Last year, we were very pleased to say that we had revenues of 383 million, which is an increase of about 22% over the previous year. Clearly, we expect to break 400 million this year, and we're well on track for doing that already. More importantly, though, InterSystems has no debt. There are no investors. So we are free to take those funds and reinvest them in the business as we need to invest in new product development, to invest in new strategic initiatives, to continue to grow staff. And that has been shown in the increase in the breadth and depth of our product offering over the last few years. Okay, let's begin to talk about breakthrough applications. And let me first say that I think we're in a time where expectations and opportunities are changing substantially and are changing significantly. Traditional applications, automating existing processes, are no longer so valuable. Why? Because that's been done already. What's needed today and what the technologies enable today are a different kind of applications, applications that really help change the business, not just automate it. Investing in traditional application development is difficult for people because the benefits aren't seen so much. There's not a big return on further automation, so the likelihood of investment is low. A lot of the large-scale automations that people have tended to undertake have not succeeded, and so therefore the risk associated with that is perceived to be high. And of course, the biggest obstacle that's seen in most large enterprises is that it's hard to change things, and consequently that drives up the cost of rolling out large new enterprise applications. And so the greatest challenge that we all have to face as we build applications is to overcome the tendency to do nothing. And the best way to do that, we feel, and we've seen our partners do this around the world, is to think about applications differently. There's no longer, is it good enough to simply try to do something slightly better, to have small improvements in the automation. What's really needed is to think about the possibilities very differently and deliver innovations that can change the way that people run their businesses at all levels of the organization because of the power that technology makes possible today. You know, we see examples of this enabling technology in many domains. Mobile applications, for example, have really transformed what's possible. And thinking about mobile applications is a really good way to emphasize this point that you can't just it's not good enough really to simply look at the form factor for a mobile application and deliver the same content in a slightly different shape. mobile applications really benefit when you think about things very differently and give new capabilities. Not necessarily gargantuan steps, but incremental things that will allow users to respond to circumstances and react quickly and immediately. A firm in England, an analyst firm called Bloor, describes breakthrough applications this way. And they really emphasize that it's not just about automation. It's about changing how users at different levels in the organization, not just the CEOs, not just the executive team, but the department managers and the supervisors and the immediate users have tools that allow them to respond to changing circumstances and improve business efficiency and improve the functioning of the organization in real time. What does it take to create such breakthrough applications? Well, there are 3 important elements that we think are key ingredients for constructing a breakthrough application. These are technological components, if you will. The first is somewhat of an oxymoron. It's the notion of mass personalization. Very large numbers of users, but the content that's delivered to different users may not be the same. The way they interact with the system may not be the same. The devices that they're using to see that data or to respond to those events are not the same. They may be mobile devices, they may be PCs, they may be laptops. People may be in a home setting, they may be in a train moving someplace, or they may be in their office. It's really, the opportunity is if you can deliver to people in those settings, on those devices, the necessary information that says circumstances are changing, you need to act, and give them the way to act, then the application can be profoundly different. But that requires individuals to receive different content and to individuals in different settings to receive different content. And this is a key ingredient in constructing breakthrough applications. A second immensely important ingredient is that all the data that the enterprise is gathering needs to be harnessed in using these applications. Traditional applications have really focused only on structured information, information that's tangible, information that's easy to, that's fixed and simply described. Most of the information, most of the data inside organizations is unstructured data, whether that's text or increasingly vast quantities of machine-generated data. It's true in many domains that there are devices generating vast quantities of data. And the problem is, how do you capture that and transform that into usable information? We've talked a little bit in the past about how some of the new technology from InterSystems allows utilization of unstructured data alongside the structured data. And we think that's a key element in defining what constitutes a breakthrough application. The last characteristic is that it's not just about delivering data, it's not just about doing the same processes, but it's about giving users the tools and the means by which to act and to change things. Whether that's, again, at a supervisor level, at a department level, or at a higher level, immediate action is what improves business efficiency, business operations. And that requires delivering different content of data and delivering it at a time when people can act. Having the analysis, having a profound analysis done a week or a month or at the end of the quarter is useful. I mean, that needs to continue. We think the greater opportunities today exist when when information is delivered right at the time when one can make a change and improve, correct, or alter the circumstances so that the business generates more profits. Key to exploiting this technology, or these needs, is a technology that we introduced last year called I-know. I-know is available in cache at the core levels. And what it does is that it automatically extracts concepts from unstructured data. This then enables applications to tap into that vast quantity of data that's not harnessed typically in application content today. So without the need for predefined dictionaries, without the need for existing ontologies, in every domain, whether it's healthcare or legal or insurance or financial, I-know can uncover concepts in the text, in the other unstructured data that's associated with the enterprise. And then layered on top of that ability to find the concepts is the ability to match that to other concepts, to do analysis on those concepts, to navigate through data, to match that with other concepts in other environments. The I-know technology is, as I said, independent of domains. It's been used in transportation, it's been used in media settings, it's been used in banking, it's been used in healthcare, in customer support environments. And it's the same core technology with the same set of rules. There's no need to define domain-specific content in order to automatically discover the concepts within the unstructured data for that environment. There's some very intriguing uses that we can put this technology to use using linguistic concepts. For example, understanding automatically what the most important elements of a document are. Looking for sort of tone in a document. I'll give you an example. In monitoring communications done with a voice-to-text translator, mobile communications. This technology is being used already to identify potential criminal activity, communications related to criminal activity, communications related to potential terrorist activity. We're automatically extracting that information from voice-to-voice communications. The technology is independent of languages. However, we do require some initial linguistic effort by InterSystems to construct the linguistic rules, and they're linguistic rules, not domain rules, that allow us to automatically identify the relations and concepts within a language and to do the necessary disambiguation when we find them. We have support today for multiple languages. We have a team of linguists at work right now on adding support for Russian and for Japanese. This is very exciting, but what's even more exciting is marrying access to concepts from the unstructured data with the technology of Deep Sea, the real-time business intelligence system that we've been providing for several years. What we're doing today is allowing and enabling Deep Sea to work not just on structured data, but also on unstructured data. And this marriage will make it possible for a new type of analysis. And we're using the term active analytics to describe that.